Do you want to learn American Sign Language grammar and how to use tenses like past, present, and future? Well, in this video, I not only teach you the rules for the tenses, but I also show you several examples on how to use them, such as I ran and I jumped. Coming right up. Hey, Rochelle here, helping you to build, strengthen, and explode your ASL skills. On this channel, I teach you new signs, help you to practice, as well as share tips and tricks just like these. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And at any point, make sure you go down into the description box below and grab your free ASL grammar tenses cheat sheet with a little bit of extra practice in there for you. There are three tenses: past, present, and future. We'll start with the basic rules for all of the tenses, and then we'll break it down with some examples. Now, there are two ways you can add tense to your sentences. The first way is to put the tense or the time sign at the beginning of the sentence. You've seen the sentence structure: time plus topic plus comment, then that is the time, those tense words right there at the beginning. And in a little bit, we'll talk about some specific words you could use in that time slot. Now, the second way to do it is to put the tense sign immediately in front of the word it affects. Let's start with past tense. Now, you can add words like this at the beginning of a sentence: yesterday, last week, last year, last month, 2 weeks ago, recently. Those are just some examples. There are other signs you can use. There are two sentence examples. Yesterday, store I go. Yesterday's at the beginning of the sentence. Recent, myself, Texas, move, Indiana. The other method, add the tense word right in front of the other word. Now, for past tense, you would do finish. Just the one time, finish, finish. Not the finish, but finish. How would you sign ran? You would do finish, run, finish, run. And if you want to sign jumped, finish, jump. You don't always use the finish plus the sign method. There are other ways you can say ran and jumped without adding finish. For example, you go, yesterday I run. That would be the English equivalent to I ran yesterday. Another way you could say jumped is past, I jump. Past is at the beginning, it's not connected to jump, but now it says I jumped. You can use the finish plus sign method. It's fantastic if you forget to add the tense at the beginning of your thought, your message. And it's also great for if you really want to emphasize it for a multitude of reasons. You really want them to make sure that they don't miss it. Maybe it's a longer message and there's a lot of things going on, but it's important that they know that it happened in the past. It's not happening in the future, and it didn't happen right now. So you want to emphasize the past as well and keep repeating it. You can add it in like that. So you can use the finish method. I'm not saying don't use it and only use it for those instances, but it's best to add, but it is best to add the tense to the beginning of your sentence and not rely too heavily on the finish plus sign method. Now let's talk about present tense. Here are some signs you can use at the beginning of your sentences. Today. Now, I know you guys know that there are two ways to sign today. Today is now. You're bouncing the now. It's twice. Or you can go now, day. Now, day. This is one I use the most, and this is one I see the most prevalent with ASL signers. You're going to see today with more C signers and pigeon signers, but that's a whole nother video. Today, immediate. Now is once instead of twice, like today. Now year, this year. Now month. Now week. Now would represent this. Now weekend. So those are just some of the words that you could use at the beginning of the sentence. Now, I'm sure you could guess which word that you would put in front of the sign that you really want them to know that it's happening now would be now. Here are some sentence examples. Today, dance practice she have. Hurry, we go now need. That was just an example sentence. There are probably a lot better ways to say that thought, but just for an example to see now need. We need to go now. Here's a tip for you. If you want to show immediacy, like you wouldn't sign right now, right? Would you sign right now? Would you sign this right? Or would you sign this right? This is correct, and this is right, as in go to the right, turn right. So you wouldn't use either of those. It wouldn't be correct. You wouldn't go right now. Okay? So remember, it's super important that you're signing the meaning and not the word. Don't get so stuck on wanting to sign that English word. You really want to make sure that you're signing the message. That's what you want. So if you want to show, if you're saying, but I want to say something like right now, you could say immediately, but the best way to show it is with your facial expressions, your eyebrows, your face, your mouth, your body language, and the way you sign it. For instance, if I wanted to tell my son, get to his room right now, I would say, he knows mom means business. If I'm signing that, he's going to get his little tuchus into his room. So it's super important, and I do talk about this in ASL Foundations. It's super important that you are adding grammar or in meaning to your signing with your facial expressions, your non-manual markers. Now, remember that I have the ASL Grammar Tenses cheat sheet for you, which is a great resource for you to use when you're trying to figure this kind of stuff out. And you can grab that down in the description box below. Tip for you to know. Remember, when you are wanting to say, if you have this thought in English and you want to make it ASL, signing the meaning of that thought and not word for word. You're not signing the exact words, you're signing the exact meaning. That's super important. Don't get stuck on that word and I'm going too far. That's in ASL Foundations. I go at length into this and some ideas of how you can do that. It's just not a rant or event. Future tense are some words you can sign. Next year, next month, next week, 2 weeks from now, tomorrow, will, future, or someday. Here are 2 example sentences. Next year, high school, I graduate I. Tomorrow, zoo, will go I. So in that sentence, we've combined methods, tomorrow, and we also added the will go for extra emphasis and extra clarity, which we're all about with sign language. Question of the day. What are some further videos you want to see on ASL grammar? Let me know in the comments below, because the best conversations happen after the video in the ASL Rochelle community. So please let me know what videos, what do you want to learn more about with ASL grammar? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment answering the question of the day. Now remember, before you go down into the description box and grab your cheat sheet that has the ASL Grammar Tenses cheat sheet. Thank you again for watching. This is ASL Rochelle helping you to become an ASL ninja. I'll see you later. Bye. I'm going to teach, oh my gosh, anything with that. Oh my gosh. Word to the beginning. Now the